Okay, I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's purely because I've been so busy and school just started, and it's just been a hell of a lot. So, today I wanted to speak about being and accepting yourself, and I feel like loving yourself and accepting yourself for who you are is the best thing you can do. I think being and accepting yourself are two completely different things purely because you can be yourself and just show who you are as a person to everyone in the world and just be who you are, whereas accepting yourself is far more difficult. It's recognizing your imperfections and bad traits and your bad qualities and your insecurities and accepting it, like knowing that it's there and being okay with it and not trying to change anything and not trying to edit anything about yourself, but just accepting it. It's two completely different things. It's really important to stay yourself, especially in today's society, because I feel like many of us are so pressured into conforming and being someone we're not, a version of ourselves that we're not. And I don't even think it's fair to say that, because it's not even a version of you, it's not even you, it's a facade, because you're pretending to be someone else and you're not that person. And I think this is more so me speaking from experience, because I've been put in so many situations where I've been mocked or made fun of or have been laughed at for liking something else or not being interested in something the typical crowd would particularly be interested in. And it's so crazy to me, because it's like, why can't you accept that I'm different in my own way and that you're different in your own way? And I think a lot of people have trouble with accepting that someone else can be different to you. And that's where my next topic comes in. People change, they grow, and in that time period where they've grown and changed to be this person, you might be thinking this person is so fake, like thinking to yourself that this person is like not who they once were. And maybe for that person, they finally found themselves. They stopped pretending to be the person that they aren't and started living life for themselves and understanding who they are and growing as an individual and actually being themselves. And here you come and telling this person that they're not that person who they are. Who are you to say that they're not that person? Maybe that person that you thought you knew was the facade that they put on, like I mentioned earlier. So it's a great chance that that person didn't necessarily change or become someone else, but more so maybe they understood who they were as a person and started embracing it more. And I think it's really important for everyone and anyone to accept a person for who they are, because at the end of the day it can be so exhausting to pretend to be someone you're not and pretend to like this and pretend to like that and pretend to not like this, when in actual fact that's not you. You need to learn to accept your flaws, grow as a person, and love yourself for who you are. And if you can't accept that this person is finally being who they are and embracing their uniqueness and their weird traits and qualities, then you don't deserve that person. And the same goes vice versa. If you step out of your comfort zone and start embracing who you are, and your best friend or your cousin or your auntie or whoever tells you that they don't accept it, then they don't deserve you. I don't care who they are, they don't deserve you, because it can be so tiring being someone you're not. I'm saying this again because it's the truth. And this is a bit sidetracked, but I want you to think of it this way. If you've spent years of your life pretending to be someone you're not, with purely the intent to fit in with those around you, you're gonna get exhausted. So the moment you decide to actually be yourself and love yourself and embrace all of your weird qualities and everything about you, you'd expect those around you to accept who you are and love you for who you are and appreciate you. So why is it okay if you judging another person for changing, but it's not okay if someone else judges you for changing. And it's kind of sad that we have to think of it that way, because we'll never really feel bad for someone else if we don't put ourselves in that person's shoes. Why is it that we can't feel bad for people while knowing that whatever happened to them is because it's bad? We have to think of how it affects us first. We have to think, I wouldn't like that, so that person probably feels bad. Why can't we just think and like, this person probably feels bad because that's a bad thing that's happening to them? And I think all of this whole video is just me speaking from experience, because I think as of lately, I mean last year, I've been learning to appreciate myself more and accept who I am and appreciate all my flaws and my imperfections, because I'm only 16. There's definitely parts of me that feels as if I have a lot to work on. There's so much love within me to give others, and I'm ready for it all. Just because you fit in somewhere doesn't mean you belong there. I don't think self-acceptance is necessarily something that's loud, but more so finding peace in who you are and appreciating yourself and being yourself. And that can be very difficult, especially when you're trying to become the better version of you. So it can be really difficult, but at the end of the day, you want to be yourself, so the person looking for you will find you. I think I've reached a part in my life where I've come to accept who I am. Well, mostly I have insecurities that I really wish I could get rid of, or I have things about me that I wish I could change. But I'd say compared to about 2 years ago, I definitely like myself a lot more, and I accept a lot more things about myself than I did compared to 2 or 3 years ago. And that's a good start, especially for someone my age. And I know that I have a lot to work on, and I am working on it, but I think that's a good start for now.